Okay, so solve each system of equations using graphing, substitution, or elimination. This is going to be the second example of utilizing substitution. So we have negative x plus 3y equals -1. Okay, I'm just checking it out. X minus 2. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so you choose one of the two equations you want to mess with. I'm going to choose this guy. So I'm going to bring him over here. X minus 2y equals 2. Good? I'm going to do this. Plus 2y plus 2y to both sides of the equal sign. That's done. X equals 2 plus 2y. So this guy is now him, and he stays the same. So that's always the first step with substitution. You choose one of the two that you want to mess with. Now, we're going to plug this guy in for this x. So this x, we're going to have negative, make a big parenthesis, plus 3y equals -1. Boom. So we're now using this equation, but now we're substituting this, hence the word substitution. This, because we figured out that x equals this whole thing, I'll put it in here. Boom. We have a minus, so we're going to distribute that minus. This is just basic algebra. This was the substitution, by the way. This is it. Now it's just pretty much algebra. So I'm going to do it down here. We got -2, negative times 2, -2y plus 3y equals 1. Remember, this negative is only to what's inside parentheses. The rest of it just gets copied as it was. Oops, and I already made a mistake. Not a big one, just equals -1. It was +1 before. Cool. So now we got this. So we're going to have -2. We're combining like terms, so -2 is just -2. Actually, let's skip some steps because it's just basic algebra. This is not like the hard part. I'm going to do plus 2 to both sides. Get rid of that. Now we just keep everything that we haven't touched. So I'm recopying that. What's -1 plus 2, or what's 2 minus 1? You could think of it reverse-wise too. Exactly, 1. Now, -2 plus 3, or 3 minus 2. 1, right? Which is just y. Because these are just saying there's 3 y's. This is -2 y's equals 1. Cool, huh? So now that we got our y equals 1, we can plug in that y into one of these guys. I'm going to choose this equation. I'm going to write it over here. So the x minus 2, oh, actually, this is our new one, I forgot. X equals 2 plus 2y. And by the way, you could have done it into this one too. It wouldn't have made a difference, but I just like to keep the most recent one. So we have y equals 1. So write everything out as it was. And now look, that y became a parenthesis. And what does y equal? 1. Just like earlier, our x equaled this thing, our y equals this thing. So now we have x equals 2 plus, what's 2 times 1? 2. What's 2 plus 2? 4. And I don't know how your teacher wants it, but usually it's the x right here, and then y goes right here. So this would be the answer to the substitution. And the same thing would have been for this one too.